on the next Live.
That's breaking your heart. Why can't you say it, Sloan? You are holding a secret inside you that's breaking your heart. It's killing you. You've got to let it go. No, there is no reason to hide this. Not from me, and certainly not from yourself. In fact, the thing that you should do most is not to put this away. What is it? What have you been hiding inside yourself all these years? Can't you tell me?
Vicky, some things are better kept out of sight and left unsaid.
How do you feel?
Oh, about 100 years old. It's an improvement. Yesterday I felt about 1,000 years.
You sound just like William. Really, he was terrible in the mornings.
We both got that from my dad. Quilt finally got here last night, all the way from California. That is beyond words.
Look up there. Will you just look at those
Parishioners?
parishioners? It's more like Walter Douglas and his spiritual lynch mob. They're here to protest the quilt being here. You know, if they get off their high horses and get down here and take a look at this and read it, then maybe they could find out what this is really all about.
Remembrance and loss.
Maybe they could talk to that lady right over there. Her only son died of AIDS. Or talk to that young couple. They lost a 1-year-old baby. But no, they've got to stay up there on the steps and try to keep Andrew from going into the church. I mean, how petty can you get?
Looks like it's time to face our public. Excuse me.
Sorry, Reverend. You are never going to set foot in this church again.
I keep thinking, how could we have stopped him? What else could we have done that...
Well, maybe if we tried a little harder, if we talked a little longer.
You don't believe that?
No. I don't think anything could have changed Billy's mind. He was already on autopilot for New York anyway. What's the matter, you're cold here?
No, I'm not cold. This town is.
Now, what does that mean?
Billy was miserable here. What kind of life did he have? What kind of life could he have had?
You're making it sound so hopeless.
Isn't it? Joey, here's your proof. Billy's gone. Ran away to the toughest city in the world, and because he thought he would be happier alone than with people who loves. It's pretty desperate.
I can't believe that living in Lambview is just so terminally crummy. You know, you were the one who made me believe that things can change.
You know, there's terminally crummy, and there's terminally wonderful. I'm so proud of you for standing by Billy. Glad you didn't go with him, though. I would think I would have been pretty desperate.
Really? And you would have missed me?
Worse.
Worse. What does that mean? I mean, pined, yearned, ached. Let's see.
All of that. No, don't. Should I?
What? You don't know what
I'm gonna say, yeah, sure I do. You were gonna say, are you serious? And I would try to say yes, because it's true, and because I think that...
That what?
I think that I'm falling in love with you. Well, time's up. Tune in tomorrow for What's My Goof?
I think that I'm falling in love with you. So I guess that makes two of us.
Isn't two all you need?
I want to thank you all for coming here on this special day.
Huh, that's great. That's vintage Carpenter. Come on, Reverend, spare us the noble equanimity. I think I'd respect you more if you got a little mad.
I'm not angry. I'm sad.
Yeah? Why's that? Because you're finally being prevented from riding roughshod over everything that's decent?
The church is for everyone, Mr. Douglas. You have no right to keep anyone out. Please let me pass.
One condition. Your resignation right now.
Mr. Douglas, there is something more important at hand. That. And this isn't about me, or about you, or my job, or your opinion of it. It is about the quilt.
That's right. And that's one more reason you should resign, because you are responsible for bringing that thing here.
That thing is the Names Project AIDS Memorial Quilt, and I will not have you refer to it as if it is some rag that was dragged out of the gutter.
Well, why not? Isn't that where most of the people that glorify spent their lives?
You want to see me get angry? Fine. I am angry. I am angry. I am angry. Cannot you people understand or appreciate where this quilt came from, how it came to be made? People are dying of AIDS, all kinds of people. Babies and children, teenagers, women, old people. Unlike you, AIDS is not prejudiced, and not enough is being done to stop this disease. And one man saw the names of the victims of AIDS taped to the wall of a building, and 1 year later, the first panel was made, a panel not unlike this one. Now there are over 15,000 of them.
Well, we don't care if there are 1 million of them on a Lazy Susan. Because you had no authority to bring the circus to town, park it on the church lawn without getting permission from the vestry. This time, Reverend, you have gone way too far.
As have you, sir.
You know, your beloved quilt represents everything that is unacceptable about you. Sexual perversion, subversive behavior, trying to turn our faith into some kind of a statement? Well, any man who preaches that is nothing but a menace for us and especially for our children.
I am not that man. And that quilt is nothing of the sort.
Well, yes, you are, and we are going to do anything we can to keep you from ever preaching here again.
How dare you deny this man access to the house of God? You call yourself Christians?
Cassie.
Andrew, I just can't stay silent anymore. You people say Andrew's a bad influence on your kids? Then you obviously haven't taken the time to visit the community center he's built with his hands and his heart. Go there. See the very kids you're so concerned about. Saving lives, building hope, giving the people back their neighborhood. In fact, that's probably who's gained the most from having Andrew here. Your kids.
Speaking of hope. What you got here is your average, everyday church blockade.
They won't let you in.
Not so far.
What a bunch of dorks.
Where's Billy?
He's not coming.
Actually, he's heading the other way.
He's on his way to New York. For good.
Did you try to stop him?
How? And you're the guy who wanted to go. How can anybody stop him?
Let's pray, find some peace.
As much as you insist that there is nothing to be discussed, what you are holding here in your hand needs to be talked about.
Vicky, please, the subject is closed.
As closed as this envelope, eh? It's such a pity you won't leave it open, because there's a great deal more than just a jumble of photographs in there.
Not true.
Oh, Sloan, look at this. Look at it. It is yellow with age, and yet look at all the dark spots. That's where your fingers have held it so many times over the years. The paper feels like velvet right there. You have kept this with you all these years. Why won't you let go of what's inside?
Why are you torturing me?
I don't mean to. I am trying to end the torture that you have endured at your own hands.
What?
May I tell you what I think? I think whatever it is you're holding on to has very little to do with your anger at Andrew, or with the fact that your son William was a homosexual, or even the fact that he died of AIDS. I think it comes from a much darker place.
Are you trying to read my mind now?
Tell me I'm wrong. You can't forgive William and Andrew their transgressions. You carry this anger around with you like a piece of artillery, and when someone gets a little too close to the truth, you fire off a round.
Vicky, that is enough.
You're doing it now. You can't forgive them. Why? Isn't it because there's really nothing to forgive them for? Isn't it because the person you have to forgive is you yourself?
For what?
I don't know. I don't know. But the answer is in here. See, I don't think this has anything to do with something that William did to you. I think it has to do with something you did to him.
I think you'd better stop right there. Vic, you talk about my secrets. What about yours?
My secrets? I don't understand.
You've been after me to get in touch with my feelings. You insist that I have a deep, dark secret. What about yours? What is your unspoken truth?
Nothing. There's nothing.
Nothing. Nothing, not even when we're standing this close.
Now you're changing the subject again.
Vicky, why are you here? Forget about William and Andrew. What is the real reason? Or is that too deep and dark a secret for you to admit?
What happened to your face?
This? Oh, somebody mistook me for somebody else. It's nothing. Listen, no self-respecting Radmeister is going to be taken down by a mere handful of dorks, right? Huh? Well, well, well. Look who's here.
Oh, my God! Billy!
No!
Billy! Billy!
No, stay away. Stay away from him.
Talk to him.
Virginia, stay away.
It's good to see you, Billy. You okay?
Yeah. What are you?
Oh, sticks and stones, Billy. Nothing. Okay.
Well, then shouldn't you be in the church then?
Shouldn't you be in New York?
Yeah. I was on my way. I realized that the people I care most about were in New York. They were here. For this. And this. So I thought this is where I should be. This is my fight as much as yours is.
It's good to have you here, Billy.
Thanks. But, I know a couple people who might not feel the same way.
Virginia, no! Don't you even go near him.
Let Mom go. Dad, let her go.
Don't you talk to me
Let
that
her
way.
go and get out of my way.
Hospital. She lost her memory.
Something must have happened there to make you so afraid.
Now, Felicia's nightmares lead her and Mac closer to the past.
I just keep hearing these words. If anyone went over this cliff, no one would even know there's a body down there.
But when haunting images take her to the edge of remembering,
If there was a murder there, I just know it.
someone doesn't want them to have a clue.
We're gonna keep digging until we find out what really happened.
When the truth is uncovered, will the nightmares come true? General Hospital.
Welcome to the Names Project AIDS Memorial Quilt. The panels in front of you were created by lovers, families, and friends to commemorate loved ones who have died of AIDS. We will begin by reading the names of people who are remembered in the quilt.
Mike, Steve, Vincent C., Ken Duncan, Shelley Post, Jim Levis.
Don Thomas, Jonathan, Richard Garcia, Jack Custer, Jack LaMonaco, Chris Paul Swee, Dale R. Miller, Donald Ainsworth Parker, Richard P. Kiley, Baby Christian, Rick Matthews, John J. Zorbas II, Little Girl C,
Harvey Benjamin, Art Catania, Rocco J. Retorto, Alicia, Danny, Carlos, Ted Krulrich, Nephasia Smith, Jacoby, Patrick J. Williams, Ray Kent, and my high school classmates George McIntosh and John Konopka.
Dean Peabody, Jonathan Sand, Charles McMahon, Al Hertz, Eric Dahl, David E. Manley, Tom Fleming, Olivia, Gregory Gresson, Jerry G., Doran Tisdale, Max Robinson, Bernie, Stephen Devlin, Jeff Brent, Tierra, and my uncle, David.
John Peterford, Barry Butte, Tom Rowley, Artie Kung, Harry Ross, Keith Herring.
The ceremony of the church is going to begin soon. I must go.
Vicky, please tell me the truth. You do have feelings for me, don't you?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, I know you do. Say it. Tell me what your feelings are.
No, please, no.
Why?
No, we must change the subject. No.
Why?
Because I'm frightened by them. God help me, I do have feelings for you. But I'm so frightened they won't go away. I didn't ask for them. I don't want them. They have no place in my life, and I can never, ever let them mean anything to me, and neither can you.
Well, then what are we supposed to do? Just stop?
Yes.
everything?
Yes.
Is that it?
Yes. Yes, that is exactly what we must do. It is so dangerous to even think that anything could come of this. This can never, ever be.
What is this? Say it.
You've thought it, say it.
No,
What
I
is this?
cannot. Don't ask me to.
Vicky, if this is just a tantalizing friendship, why didn't you go to Arizona with Clint? Why did you stay here in Landview? Can you tell me that your decision had nothing to do with me?
I'm going to the church now. It's a very important day for Andrew. I cannot let him go through it alone. And you must do as you please. Unfortunately, that's the problem.
Vicky. Vicky.
No, Dad, you not another word from you. Billy, you don't have to do this.
Yes, I do, Andrew.
Carver, you get your hands off that boy.
He's not a boy, Mr. Douglas. He's a young man, and quite a young man at that.
Billy,
You quiet.
Andrew, you heard what was going on from the meadow.
Andrew, we just wanted to give you a hand.
Yeah, well, I think it's sick Andrew Carpenter even needs a hand to get into his own church. Let's do it. We're going in.
You stay right where you are.
Mr. Douglas, please, let us pass.
The hell I will.
let them pass.
Let's do it.
You damn fool.
Listen to yourself. You have got to stop this.
Stop this? What, are you kidding? I have barely started.
We've heard some. One Life to Live will continue in a moment.
Robert Taylor, Edward Malfi.
This isn't over yet, Carpenter.
I know that, Mr. Douglas, and I'm thankful for it.
Virginia. Virginia.
Andrew, thank heavens I made it before you started.
Yes, well, we had a little prayer vigil on the steps. Maybe a little bit more of a football skirmish, I'm not sure. Are you okay?
Oh, yes, I just came from your father.
Please don't tell
No,
me.
no, he's fine. His health he's fine. His thinking is... I did everything I could to
I know you did.
convince him, but unfortunately, well...
Listen, I never expected him to be here or understand. I don't think he ever will.
I wish I could have...
Vicky, is there something that you're not telling me about my...
No, it's just everything, that's all. It's Kevin's custody fight, and it's your father, his illness, and it's, everything's a bit overwhelming, I think.
I feel the same way. Let's go.
Sacrilege!
That is a disappointment. Resign. You resign right now and you take that filth out of our sanctuary.
You know where I got this rock? This rock? Got this rock at our community center. Been thrown through a window. Note was tied around it that said, "Drop dead, Father Faggot." Was the note signed? Of course not. Was anonymous. As anonymous as the person whose arm rose from a nameless, faceless crowd and let the rock fly. But did I say crowd? Well, I meant mob. Because a mob is nothing but cowardice with a franchise, and over the past few months I've seen this community, a place that I love, torn apart by cowardice. And a mob has fostered fear. and hatred and intolerance, and over what? What is the great bone of contention? It's freedom. It's freedom. Pure and simple freedom in the form of a person's right to choose his or her own way of private life. Now, how could this happen? How? How could one person's personal private choice cause somebody else to react so violently? Well, there are those among us who are afraid of freedom and threatened by choice and terrified of difference, and they seek to destroy a person's right to his or her truth, and they lash out and they label this a sin and that an abomination, and they won't feel safe. No, they won't feel safe until they are better, more entitled, more equal than the other. Whites better than blacks. Males better than females. Straights better than gays, because, you see, the mob is very, very scared. And that is very scary. But who among you would have the courage to step from the safety of a mob? And who among you would come up here alone and attack me for preserving freedoms that I'm sworn to protect? Here's your rock. Now, who among you will cast the first stone?
Now on video cassette.
This is fun.
Outside, while we sit here, someone's reading the names of people who have died of AIDS.
The names of perverts.
It's the sound of remembrance. Of remembrance. Of family and of friends and of loved ones. It's the sound of love. And all the people that have gathered in our meadow today have come out of love. And every stitch in that quilt was made out of love, and the quilt is so big. It's not because a tragic disease has cut a swath through our society. It's because there's so much love for the people the disease has claimed, and they will be remembered. They will be remembered for the experiences that they had, and the dreams they shared, and the joy they brought, and the sorrow they left behind. They'll be remembered, and it's all fueled by that which makes us most human, love. What is love? What is love? It's acceptance. That's what Christ's message to us is. Love one another. Accept one another. When you love someone, what do? You take them in. You take them into your heart. And that is surely why it hurts so much when we lose someone that we love, because when they die, we lose a part of ourselves. Of course, I guess that the truth is, everybody is part of us, and we are part of everybody else. The truth is, we are brothers and sisters. We're brothers and sisters. We forget that. Oh, we want to insist that we are not related to certain people at all because they are, maybe too little of that color, or maybe too much of that behavior. And we get scared, and we get selfish, and before you know it, we have picked up a rock. Hatred. Hatred and intolerance, they've been with us forever. How can love beat them? Hatred is so hard and sharp, unyielding. Love is so soft and gentle and giving.
I guess love can never beat hatred. Never. All love can do is accept it. To take it in. Bit by bit. Piece by piece, so that after a while, and with a whole lot of patience, hatred disappears. And it's true that love can never defeat hatred, but it can overcome it. It can definitely overcome it.
Bravo! Bravo! You see what he's trying to do? He's trying to wrap us around his finger the same way he wrapped his freak flag around that rock. No! You made your speech. You listen to me. You stand up there spewing your liberal pap about acceptance. All you're trying to do is obscure the issue.
So what are you going to do? You're going to stand there and tell me that the right to privacy or the right to love as you see fit has nothing at all to do with acceptance? Is that what you're going to stand?
No, see, only your ideas of what is acceptable count, right, Reverend? Right? Especially when it comes to advocating perversion, right? Especially when it comes to circumventing the vestries process and dragging this congregation into some kind of a political vaudeville without so much as a by your leave. Well, that goes way beyond my ideas of what's acceptable. Now, this is our church, not yours, ours. And somebody has got to speak for the people that you have disenfranchised. I am talking about normal, decent people who don't want our church pulled into the gutter by a gay-loving heretic.
He's not any of those things! I got something to tell you. Something to tell all of you.
No, you stop. Right there, right
now.
now.
I won't stop. I can't. I'm sick of being quiet, and I'm tired of being scared.
I'm warning you.
About what? What are you afraid of? That I'll say something disgusting, something perverted? Well, I'm not afraid. Not anymore. Because I know who I am, and I can finally admit it. I'm Billy Douglas. And I'm gay.
No, you shut up! You shut up!
But Dad, I'm still the same kid. I'm the same one that you took canoeing and then camping. I'm the same kid who you hugged half to death when I brought you that dorky pipe home for Father's Day last year.
No, you
yes, I
are
am,
not.
Dad. I'm the same. I never would have known that if it wasn't for Andrew. I was going crazy. Do you know what it's like to wake up every morning and look in the mirror and say, it can't be, it can't be, it can't be? I was gonna explode. But Andrew, he treated me like me. He put his arm around me, yeah, he put his arm around me and told me it was okay, that I was okay. It was okay like this. And somebody started rumors saying he was trying to molest me, put the moves on me, a homo, that's bull! He only put his arm around me because I didn't think that my family would. See, this is how this whole thing got started. Somebody just twisted the truth around. But I was too scared, too afraid to admit who I really was. Mom, Dad, maybe you can't love me anymore. But I still love the both of you. And no matter what you think, I'm still your son. I'm your son, Billy Douglas. And I always will be.
Nothing could ever make me stop loving you. Nothing in this world.
Usually I end the sermon with a prayer. Today I'm going to take a field trip. There's a quilt being unfolded in our meadow. A quilt dedicated to all the people that have died of AIDS. My brother William died of AIDS. And so I'm going to go down to that meadow now and add this panel to that quilt. Would anyone care to join me?
Go ahead, I'll be right there.
Andrew, that was so beautiful.
Thank you. I'm just the messenger.
Andrew, William would have been very proud of you today. I wish he could have been here.
In a way, he is.
Elizabeth, Philip, will you go out with us?
Oh, Renee, I don't know. I don't know.
I need some time to think.
Look, it's a big meadow out there. There's plenty of room for everybody.
You're the best. You know that. I've got the best friends. It's a beautiful day outside, Ma. What do you say we take a walk?
I'd like that.
Wait, don't go, please. This is insane. This is madness.
It doesn't have to be, Dad.
Wait, don't go. Don't you see you're playing right into his hands? What's the matter? You all gone soft or something? You fools!
Sloan, every second that passes brings Andrew closer to putting William's quilt panel into the quilt alone. Is that what you want? Are you going to be with your sons or not?
Kenneth Scott Hood. C. Patrick Henry. Stan Helm. Keith Schneider.
Keith Wilson, Ellen L. Eldridge, Joel Rogers, John Mundy Vega, Carl Keller, Mike Melig, Sidney Soons, Richard Luther, Jan Johnson, Manny Robinson, Dr. Tom Waddell, Clayton Berry, Bruce, Natalie, Rod Meth, Paul Hubble, Queen Christine, Stephen Weddell, David Niall Jenkins, Simon Guzman, Paul Rohr, Jim Soons, Kevin Adams, and my beloved son and best friend, Bob Phillips.
You are not going out there.
Walter!
Shut up! Dad! Don't you call me that! Don't do that!
I didn't see him come out of the church.
Tomorrow at 10, 9 Central, a video vigilante captures crimes on tape, but Tony must make him stop before it's too late on the commish. Coming up, Jason's attempt to get blackmail money could land him in the worst trouble of his life. Stay tuned for General Hospital, following an ABC News brief.